How's it going, guys? I am back with another tips and tricks video that'll help you guys get better at this game and hopefully teach you a thing or two that you didn't know. And of course, if you know something that not a lot of people know, then maybe do share it in the comments down below. Or maybe not, I don't know, if you want to keep your secrets, then you can keep them, but I mean, they'd make a good YouTube video, so help me out. And of course, I want you to like this video and subscribe and share it to your friends and family. Anyways, let's get into the video. So the first thing is that you can make the flamethrower bounce off walls, and what I mean by that is if you are entering an area and you're unsure whether there is a VC hiding behind the corner or a wall or whatever, you can literally just fire at the wall and the flame will bounce off the wall and around it. I had no idea. Now that I think about it, that seems kind of logical. I don't know in Call of Duty World at War if you can do this, but if you were to fire a flamethrower at a wall, like what would happen in real life? Would it kind of like bounce back and hit you in the face? Would it just disappear? I don't know how a flamethrower works in real life, and I can't say the word flamethrower without, do I have a lisp? I think I do. I can't speak English properly, but I mean, it is a little finicky to do. You just gotta kind of get the right angle and it can bounce off the wall and kill people behind it. Sure, it's not the most useful of tips, but I mean, it's there. If you want to try it out, you can always try it out, and who knows, you might end up getting a kill or two. Now the next tip that I'm gonna show you it'll blow your mind, because I am so surprised that this isn't explained anywhere in the game, or maybe it is explained somewhere, but I mean, I have a bad habit of skipping tutorials. But anyways, now I know a lot of us here has had this I can't English. We all have had this conundrum where we're at a doorway, right, and we want to place a trap, and of course we're gonna have to kind of like rotate around and expose ourselves in the middle of that doorway. We could get shot, we could get our heads blown off by a shotgun, a multiple of things can happen. But did you know that if you sit at the edge of, let's say, a doorway or just anywhere, if you press the C key with a trap, right, let's say you have a Claymore, right, you can rotate the Claymore. I had no idea that you could do this. Now this is the only trap that you can do this with from the top of my head. You can't do it with C4. You can't do it with, let's say, a punji trap, obviously, because I don't know how you're going to be able to rotate that. You can't do it with the tripwire mine, the mines, or the regular mines, and I think that's all. I can't think of any other traps from the top of my head. But you can do this with the Claymores. And the thing is, right, speaking of Claymores, they do not explode when someone walks in front of them, because I was accused of hacking once because of this. Because the thing is, there was a guy camping in the corner, he was one of the last few people that were alive in a game on Highway 14. He had a Claymore in front of a doorway. He wasn't focusing for some reason. I ran over the Claymore, and the thing is, I don't know if you walk on top of the Claymore, it explodes. I just don't think you can automatically detonate a Claymore like that. But I mean, this isn't Call of Duty. There isn't like red sensors in front of it where they'll explode when you walk in front of it. You gotta manually detonate the Claymore, as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, the Rising Storm 2 wiki is completely, it's just bad. It is very, very bad. It doesn't tell me anything. It just says that the Claymore is in-game. It's like, okay, I know that it's in-game. It wouldn't be in the wiki if it wasn't in-game, and I wouldn't be able to use them if they weren't in-game. So thank you for this useful information. But another thing about Claymores is that they have such a large damage radius, and obviously it's concentrated into one direction. It's the way that, you're placed towards the enemy, and I'm positive they can cause damage up to 40 meters away. So if you're playing as a point man, I cannot tell you how much that you have to just use this trap. And I mean, the way I like to use Claymores is that I put them around, let's say, a site, right? And let's say they're capping a site, we all got killed off the site, and they're on the site. If I get within a certain range, I don't know the exact freaking number, but you need to get within a certain range of the Claymore. And if there are enemies within the area, and let's say you've concealed the Claymores, detonate those bad boys, you might kill someone, you might stun someone, but literally if you put it at one end of a room and it's it's a little bit hidden, they're not gonna see it unless they're playing as a scout role, right? The VC. And let's say they're all huddled up in this little room, you detonate that bad boy and it will clear out the whole room. It's insane. That's how I like to play Claymores. C4 is like a goddamn nuke. Okay, now the next thing I want to talk about is faking a spooky. So a lot of people may have heard the term, oh, fake a spooky, and honestly, when I was a new commander, I was like, what the hell does that mean? Fake a spooky. How do I do that? And it's basically you call in a spooky, then you cancel it, because when you cancel it, you get I don't know if it's 50%, but you get like a increased cooldown time.
Cancel fire mission, repeat. Cancel fire mission.
2-6, this is 09. Copy that. Canceling now.
And basically people do this to test to see if there are any anti-air. And you know, it's based on the assumption that, you know, when you call in a spooky and then you cancel it right after, it'll still fly into the map. You'll still hear that sound of death. So now that you know the anti-air is up, then you can just wait how long, what is like 1 minute before it ends, and then you call in the spooky as soon as it's ready, or a phantom or whatnot. And you'll know that the enemy anti-air is on a cooldown. And I mean, this might not work for like enemy commanders who are you know, experienced, because you know, they're gonna know all the tactics, they're gonna know the game like the backside of their hand, right? Obviously I'm not at that level yet, but it's something to be mindful. If you know that the enemy commander is like a level 30, level 40, or someone who's, you know, around the lowish level, right? Level 25, fresh out of the freaking general or commander academy, then I mean, they're not gonna know about what faking a spooky is. So you call in spooky, they're gonna hear the sound, they're gonna panic, they're gonna call in the anti-air, and then you're just gonna know that their AA is up. And honestly, another thing is about canceling things. I had no idea that you could cancel a F4 phantom, because sometimes like a phantom would come in, it would fly past the map, it wouldn't drop anything, and I'm like, is this glitched? Turns out that that's canceling a phantom, so I'm just stupid. Now the next thing I want to talk about is that you can jump on grenades to reduce the blast radius and protect the people around you. Now this isn't 100% consistent, considering the fact that the movement, especially when in prone, it's not buggy, but it's just clunky, you know? But I mean, it does work. I have tested it. You can jump on a grenade and you will absorb almost all of the explosion. And you know, let's have a little hypothetical scenario. Like, let's say you are huddled up with your squad leader, and when you see a grenade land right next to you, you can take one for the team and jump on it to protect your squad leader. And I mean, you could do this, but I'm a coward and I will probably run away whilst trying to spam in chat, grenade, run away, and then before I even hit enter, I mean, they've turned into freaking minced meat. Now the next thing is something that I completely overlooked, because once again, I am completely blind and can't see things that are in plain view. But if you are like me, and some games you just don't feel like playing seriously, and being a squad leader and, you know, taking on that responsibility, you can click this icon on the side in the squad selection panel to make someone else squad leader. Now you probably can't see it on screen because I am playing with bots and I can't make them squad leaders, but you can see that the option is there, and I had no idea that you could do that. Because I mean, another way to kind of stop being a squad leader is just to leave the squad and re-enter it, and someone else will be made squad leader. But I mean, that's what I've been doing the whole time. Actually, another thing that I want to talk about, speaking of squad leaders, that I just thought off the top of my head right now, that you can leave a squad and move into another squad, and let's say your squad leader dies, or he's, you know, being incompetent, he's not being a mobile spawn point, okay, and you want to spawn near the front lines. It's one of those maps where you spawn all the way back and you don't want to spawn there. So all I do, or sometimes I do quite a lot actually, is I leave a squad, I join someone else's squad who's still alive, and this is assuming that the squad isn't full, and I just spawn on them. And oh, maybe this squad leader dies, then I just move on to another squad so I can be near the front lines. You can do that. That's what I do. I don't know if that's frowned upon, but I mean, it works. Anyways, I am going to end today's video there. I hope you liked the video, and I want you to subscribe, and I want you guys to add any tips and tricks I haven't covered yet in the comment section down below. Anyways, my name is Tantu, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.